Abortion is one of the hottest topics in America right now. That's why today I've decided to take a couple of the TikToks from pro-choicers on abortion and react to them, give you my thoughts on the abortion argument. As always, remember to like and subscribe. Let's get to it.
So the pro-birthers are at it again with the whole, oh, if you're mature enough to have sex, you're mature enough to have a baby type bullshit. Which is ridiculous for what's going on in Texas because they don't even give an exception for rape. But now their point is to twist the whole bodily autonomy argument and to say that, like, oh, you're choosing to do something with your body, so you'll deal with the consequences of your body. Now let me hit you with literally the only pro-choice bodily autonomy argument that you will need ever. Now let's say you have like a 2-year-old kid and they need your kidney or even your blood to survive. You cannot be forced to undergo any medical intervention or procedure to save the life of someone else who is even your own
I'm going to pause it right there. Okay, here's the problem with that argument. When you are choosing to not abort someone, you are not choosing to save someone. Like, they will continue to progress on their own. That's very different from when someone needs kidney or if they need blood, for instance. Like, you're literally choosing, do we save them? Do we not? Babies naturally will grow in a mother's womb and become whole and grow up to be a human. To abort someone is to not just simply say that we're going to not save them. We're literally choosing to kill someone, which is so different from an argument towards like saving someone with a blood transfusion, for instance. Let's continue.
Which then begs the question, which organs are we allowed to be autonomous over and which ones are we not?
You could be autonomous over your own organs. Like that's absolutely true. I believe in that. For that reason, I don't believe in vaccine mandates. But by definition, when someone is pregnant, there is a life inside of you. Life begins at conception. That is the medical scientific consensus. Therefore, you don't have autonomy over the organs or over the life that is inside of you.
Like, we can't be forced to give a drop of blood, but people can be forced to undergo a long, dangerous, and expensive medical procedure. From both a legal and ethical standpoint, it is a matter of autonomy and liberty. Full stop.
I agree that people have autonomy over their bodies, but there are limitations to that, especially when you get into the safety of other people. So literally, when you have a life inside of you, you do not have the right to just end that life. And contrary to her argument, as I said earlier, you are not choosing to just not save someone. You are choosing to kill someone, which is a big difference. Okay, on to the next one.
Fun fact, my birth mother wanted an abortion when she was pregnant with me. I met her when I was 9.
Okay, really quick. I love I love how Claire de Lune is playing in the background. Anyway, sorry.
She was nice enough to look me in the face and say the only reason she didn't get an abortion was because she didn't believe in them. Because, her parents forced that belief on her. So because she was forced to have me when she didn't want me, you know what happened? She had me and she abused the fuck out of me. I was incredibly neglectful to myself, my brother, and my sister. I'm not talking she didn't brush her hair. I'm talking she would leave us all alone for days to go on drug benders.
Yeah, this is really sad. It's sad to me that this happens so much. I think what's weird about this argument is essentially they're saying that I would rather be dead than have grown up in an abusive family. Now, neither one is a good thing, but I don't know why the alternative to having an abusive family is killing. In this case, it's literally herself, or in the case of the world, babies at large. And so that just seems like a weird argument to me. I don't understand why the left jumps to the conclusion of, because bad things happen in the world, we must destroy anything that threatens our happiness, or it's not even a function of happiness, because I think kids really do enrich and make our lives happier. But it's more like we need to kill anything that might threaten our ability to have an easy life. So I'm really sad that like she was abused as a kid. I just think it's weird to be saying I would rather be dead than, we could talk about child service, allocating more funds towards helping kids, changing cultural norms so that we can have stronger family units. Those seem like much better things than just saying, just kill them. That's strange to me.
Hi, it's me again, here to talk to you about bodily autonomy. What is bodily autonomy? That's the idea that you have a right to decide what to do with your organs in your body. So if your child needs a blood transfusion or an organ, a kidney, you're not legally obligated to give that.
Okay. Oh, this argument has been circulating so much on the left. It's different. It's different. We are not saving an abortion is not not saving a baby. An abortion is actively killing the baby. Super different. It's as if, like, if you murder your child and then they ask for a blood transfusion to save him, you're still going to be in trouble for murdering your child. Like, it doesn't matter. The blood transfusion isn't actually a part of it. It matters what happened to the kid.
Likewise, if you haven't consented to be an organ donor, then once you die, the hospital can't harvest your organs, even if that means somebody else doesn't get a life-saving organ that they need. Bodily autonomy is also the logical reason why abortion should be legal. And if you disagree, then you're essentially saying that a fetus deserves more rights than a living child, and a dead body deserves more rights than a pregnant woman.
No, no. I believe that bodily autonomy is important, but saying that not saving a fetus and aborting a fetus is the same thing is just ridiculous.
You need to stop trying to make abortions illegal. Making abortions illegal is not going to stop them, and therefore it's not going to save the lives that you are trying to save.
Okay, this is not true. Pew Research has done a lot of studies on this. When abortion is not legal, abortions go way down in, I think it was in the state of Kansas, I want to say. It was like there were 24 illegal abortions and mothers that were either in critical care or died because of an illegal abortion. And after abortion laws were put in place, that number went from like 24 to like 29. So to say that this is a huge risk for mothers is bad. Again, going back to what I said earlier about the left, the natural inclination to jump to killing the fetus is just wrong. Now, if you want to say, hey, let's ban abortions because it's evil, but also we need to put really strong incentives and funding in place to help mothers so they don't have to resort to these awful things, because oftentimes people who resort to illegal abortions, they have a lot of cause to do so. They have really hard things going on in their lives. If we can change, I'm not even saying on a legislative level, I'm saying strictly on a cultural level as well. If we can change some of those incentives and those norms and have a stronger safety net for those individuals, way better. And I think any pro-life person, even if they disagree with a lot of social welfare, they would make that concession if it meant aborting less babies. Let's continue.
It's just going to push people to have unsafe, illegal abortion, which just risk more lives.
Yeah, that was it. Simply, it's just not true. The research just doesn't show it.
That one of the most difficult parts about being pro-life is
you're not a victim, okay? It's not difficult to be pro-life. I take away people's rights and they attack me. That's not difficult. Difficult is forcing a woman to carry a baby to full term when she's been sexually assaulted.
Anger. This guy has no compassion whatsoever. You've literally got a girl, you can tell, even if you don't believe that life begins at conception, you can tell that girl does. And so logically, it makes sense that she would care a lot and have an emotional appeal, an emotional reason to be sad about these things. So for him to have no level of compassion is really sad, as well as to say that there's nothing hard for a pro-lifer. If we truly believe that babies are being murdered, that has got to be the hardest thing on a political level, because pro-lifers on a daily basis have to know that that is happening and fight for it. And we can't fight for it with guns or with violence, and we shouldn't. But it's incredibly difficult to see that, especially when we believe to our core that what's happening in the United States not only is incredibly politically wrong, but inherently evil as well. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment down below what you thought about some of my opinions on abortion. See ya.